why does Dr. Zakir not join other dawah organizations? As far as joining other dawah organizations is concerned, as you may be aware, that after being inspired by Sheikh Ahmed Deedat in Bombay, we started our own organization by the name of Islamic Research Foundation. And alhamdulillah, we started in 1991 when I was doing my internship. And alhamdulillah, we started with one employee and we grew, mashallah. It became, in the next few years, in the next 10-15 years, mashallah, it became one of the largest Muslim private dawah organizations in the world, where we had more than 500 full-time paid employees only in Bombay and a couple of hundred in other parts of the world. And it was the largest private Muslim dawah organization, alhamdulillah, Allah blessed it. So much so that we were so effective that, mashallah, thousands of non-Muslims accepting Islam in India. So much so that the Indian government, after Modi came to power, started laying allegation that we're involved in terrorism. Then they wrote a letter to the Interpol and they refused it. Then they changed the allegation from terrorism to hate speech. Again, the Interpol refused. Then they changed it to money laundering. So because of this, in 2016 I had to do hijrah. So to say that why don't I join other organizations, I myself am involved in many organizations. I was the president of Islamic Research Foundation. Now the government has banned it. Even the IRF Educational Trust, where there were schools. But most of the organization that I was actively involved, I was the main person involved. As the main trustee, you can call it the president, or you can call the main person involved, so that I could do at my own free will. You know, I'm a person who's very strict as per the Quran and Sunnah. As far as other organizations is concerned, alhamdulillah, I personally cooperate with most of the leading dawah organizations in the world. As far as the dawah organizations are concerned in the world, alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, I'm in touch with most of the leading dawah organizations in the world from different parts of the world, whether it be America, UK, Europe, Australia, Africa, alhamdulillah. So much so that, mashallah, I'm in touch with the heads of most of the popular mainstream dawah organizations in the world from different countries. And what we used to do, that when we had the conference, we had the, mashallah, one of the largest Islamic conference in the world, and we used to call people from all different organizations. And I believe, except for those Muslim organizations which were involved in too much of bidat and shirk, that we abstained from. As a whole, always believe, as Allah says in the Quran in Surah Imran, chapter 3, verse number 103, وَاتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold to the rope of Allah strongly and be not divided. The rope of Allah is the glorious Quran and the Sahih Hadith. So we used to cooperate with as many Muslim dawah organizations as possible, except those Muslim organizations who were involved in too much of bidat and shirk, we used to stay away from. Otherwise, and when we had conferences, we used to call the main speakers from all the organizations. When we started having conference in 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, so we had for 5 years, it became so popular. So in India, we used to call people from different organizations. We used to call from Deoband, we used to call from Nadwa, from Jamaat Islami, from Ahle Hadith, the Hanafi, the Shafi, the Salafi, and we have one platform. And we give a platform to all so that we collaborate and we work together. We may have our small differences, but we collaborate together and we are united. So always, whenever you have an organization, or see to it that you cooperate with the other Muslim dawah organizations so that you can be more effective. So this has been a policy, and yes, we had a policy of collaborating and supporting various dawah organizations, not only with techniques, with materials, even financially. And we saw to it that those organizations that were involved in dawah. When we started a satellite channel, Peace TV, of course, we started collaborating with all the Islamic satellite channels, whether it be in English language, whether it be in Urdu language, as long as they were not involved in bidat and shirk. That was the only criteria. We supported them with whatever we can, with our technology, with our knowledge, and with even finance. So whether it be dawah channels, satellite channels, whether it be dawah organization, whether it be dawah institutions, whether it be individual dais, at all levels, we used to collaborate, and we do that even now. Even though we have left India, we did hijrah about 7 years back. Even now, mashallah, we are in touch with most of the duat and most of the Islamic organization, and we try and support and help each other. Hope that answers the question.